Ladies and gentlemen, what is up and welcome today to a bit of a preview video for Wolverine in Marvel Strike Force. Now, myself and Mobile Gamer, we had the absolute pleasure of being invited down to the Fox Studios where they're making Marvel Strike Force in Los Angeles, California, and we had a great time. We met a lot of the development team. They are honestly one of the most passionate and hands-on development teams I've ever met behind a game. They really care about Marvel. They really care about making this the best possible game it can be. A Marvel Strike Force, if you're not too familiar with this game so far, it's been in its beta for about like 4 and a bit months now, just over 4 months. Closed regional beta, only available in New Zealand and Canada, but there have been tons of workarounds to get it, and so far the game has been exploding, man. So many people have been playing, and the player base has been growing month after month after month. So today is officially the worldwide release of the game, and to celebrate that, a brand new character is being added, and that character is going to be Wolverine. And the best part about Wolverine, if you don't already know this, is that he is going to be completely free. You just log into the game every single day, you complete all the daily objectives, and then you'll get 5 Wolverine shards. So for logging in and doing, I think it's like 7 or 9 days, then yeah, you can unlock Wolverine to play. So yeah, he's another character that you can get and also continually rank up just by logging in and playing the game, which is, I think, something that they're doing really right off the bat. You can get Hulk shards from logging in via the achievement system. There's also been logging calendars so far that have given characters like Yondu, Jessica Jones, and Rocket Raccoon. So yeah, they're going in a pretty nice direction in terms of the amount of free stuff on offer, and all the sick Wolverine gameplay you're seeing, you just get them from logging in. So that ain't too bad, lads. Ain't too bad. So just for kind of any newer people to Marvel Strike Force that might be watching this video, this is kind of a turn-based strategy game that has an insane amount of depth to it, and we're going to be playing the game today for the majority of the gameplay just on the ×1 speed. You can actually speed it up to ×3, which is very, very quick if you're looking to get some quick matches. But today, because we want to showcase some of the abilities, the animations, break down and talk about the various value of these characters, because Wolverine is super, super interesting, as well as Ultimus. But Ultimus is a character that's in the game currently, but Ultimus is kind of one of the rarest characters in the game at the moment. Actually, the rarest by a landslide, because the way to get Ultimus, because he's the kind of big villain of Marvel Strike Force, is you need to max out a character, and once you max out characters, then you get these like Ultimus shards, which are used to buy Ultimus orbs. Now, every single orb guarantees 2 Ultimus shards, and when you get to 180, you unlock him. So yeah, it takes quite a while. It's kind of like the Immortal Iron Fist in Marvel Contest of Champions, or yeah, somebody super rare that takes ages to get in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. But yeah, it's kind of that system to make sure that whenever you fully max that character, that shards aren't going to waste. So let's check out the abilities for Wolverine. Now, his first basic attack is just a single target, all piercing damage, and also applies a bleed on critical hit. His second attack, Slice and Dice, is basically a 4-person chain if you line it up correctly, which is piercing damage and bleeds on crit as well. His third attack, which is absolutely insane, a huge amount of single target damage, and also if he's below 50%, he gains offense up for 2 turns, and the attack is unavoidable. So yeah, crazy there. And his passive is on-turn regeneration for 15% of the character's max health, plus a 5% chance to revive, with 15% of this character's max health if he were to die. In terms of his stats, he's a fairly average character. There's not really too much that stands out. His crit chance is probably one of the bigger pros of the character. Crit chance is 20%. That's quite a bit above some of the others. Speed is 95. Not quite the fastest character, not quite the slowest either. It's not too bad. But aside from that, there's not too much else in his stats that kind of stands out. He's got kind of a really good base foundation to build upon, but it's all about those abilities with Wolverine. Now, as I was saying earlier, the way that you get Wolverine, just to show you guys visually, is just via the daily objectives. You're going to get 5 shards every day, and yeah, I believe it's 9 days to unlock him. So yeah, really, really awesome there. And these daily objectives, they are super, super easy to complete as well. Don't really take up too much of your time. So I thought now we'd go to a bit of an easy map just to showcase some of the animations and abilities, just put Wolverine on his own so we can, you know, clearly highlight this character. Now, first off, this is the chain attack, which again is guaranteed chain on. Some of the characters at the moment function like Daredevil, Spider-Man, Nebula, and also Gamora, where they have a chance to chain on, but one of the things that makes Wolverine so awesome is it's guaranteed, so you can line it up perfectly, and yeah, very, very nice there. I love the finishing move. So we're going to use the ultimate now on Nobu. As you can see, just absolutely hammering it into it. Wolverine feels so great to play in this game. Like, they've really done a good job of making the slashes and tears very impactful, and he just feels very, very fun to play around with. So I think they did a really good job on this character, and you're also going to see, you know, he's sustaining a little bit of damage at the moment, but again, we are in a mode of gameplay where we are pretty much a god, because this is a very low level mission. We're going to see at the start of his turn, he regens with 15% of his maximum health, and when we move into the raid gameplay, this becomes a little bit more apparent, because that's every single turn. And on this Wolverine at the moment, which is, I believe, a tier 9 one at level 54, because stuff is, I think, changing around a little bit today in terms of its balance for the global release, which, you know, is fairly understandable. Yeah, so some of the numbers and stuff, some of the values, they might change. Everything is always subject to change in a game that is kind of very early on and just trying to find its foundation level at the moment. So yeah, just standard disclaimer, stuff could be subject to change, but that's it. So we've checked out the abilities, we've seen some one-on-one gameplay, we've seen what his abilities do, but now it's time to jump into a raid. We got a team, we got a Blue Jean Boy, we've got Ultimus, we've got Black Panther as well, Iron Fist, and yeah, we're just gonna see kind of how Wolverine is doing in this one. And I think really in this fight in particular, it's a good idea to look at his health, because you just get an insane sense of just how valuable Wolverine's regeneration is. So, on the enemy team, we have a lot of Kree. They've been laying really into our troops at the moment, especially Iron Fist, man. He's just under 50% health at the moment. Black Panther, he's taking a little bit of a beating, and our Blue Jean Boy as well, but luckily Wolverine and Ultimus fairly up top. Took a bit of a snipe there on the Wolverine, chipped the health down, but we're going to fire off the area of effectability on Ultimus. Single target on the Black Panther, finish off with Iron Fist, get that guy down. On Iron Fist's first attack, he's a chance to chain on, so we got some additional bonus damage there. Now we have the ultimate on Wolverine, so I think I'm just going to go ham on the Reaper to the right, trying to get down kind of these higher damage targets as soon as possible, just to mitigate the amount of damage we're taking, because the healers, you know, they're not too much of a big threat in this game, and yeah, we've got like a Kree Oracle, a Ravager Stitcher, but a lot of these Reapers, and also the Cyborg to the left-hand side that need to go down as soon as possible. Now, I probably should have used that to finish off the Reaper, but I wanted to get maximum damage and see how much I could open that Iron Fist, and I should have definitely used that on the Reaper to get him down on hindsight, but oh well, mistakes were made. Let's finish this Reaper off now. I think I go in just for the basic attack here, just to make sure we have enough damage to get this Reaper down. Very nice finishing animation at the end. I love that he just tosses him backward. That is quality, ladies and gentlemen, absolute quality. Right, so we're gonna go after, I believe, the Cyborg next is what we're trying to nuke down here. So we're taking it down. Iron Fist is in a really, really bad shape at the moment. I think we used the Taunt on Luke Cage. Our Blue Jean Boy, he's protecting the troops, ladies and gentlemen. He's got them on lock. We get him for an attack on Iron Fist, and because he used his ultimate last turn, we had a bit of a defense down. I should have used the heal on Iron Fist that turn that he has on his second. But Black Panther, we get a very nice critical hit, chain on there. This guy's low enough health that I know I can chain on, get a ton of damage across the 3 of these targets. But I think Kree Oracle is potentially one of the counters to Wolverine, because he kind of blankets a lot of healing with the regeneration, so that would soak up a lot of his cleaving. But still, Wolverine, you know, there are ways to play around that and stuff. But anyway, let's keep on going. So we're trying to get these Kree Reapers down as soon as possible. We used the regeneration on Iron Fist this turn just because he was looking in a pretty sorry state there. Fire off the second one, which gives us offense up on Black Panther. And our Blue Jean Boy, he's taking a bit of a beat. But one thing to kind of turn your attention to now is Wolverine's health bar. If you remember earlier, man, he took some direct shots, but because of his regeneration, he's managed to get up to almost full again. So yeah, he's just doing so well. And on this Wolverine, which is level 54, tier 9, the regeneration is like just over 6,000 every turn. So yeah, that is really, really good. But again, you know, if you want to counter Wolverine, because there weren't any Wolverines to fight, but I imagine it's just a case of single target burst damage. You can use characters like, what is it, Korath the Pursuer, Winter Soldier to get the heal block abilities in. But in scenarios where the AI isn't coordinated enough to have that single target fire, then he is benefiting just so much from that regeneration, you know, and you're really, really seeing it in this matchup. But anyway, we've narrowed him down. Our Black Panther's dropped. He's in the bin. Luke Cage, he's on death row at the moment. They are really teaming up to go ham on this dude at the moment, but he does have death proof. The death proof buff just expired. We do have the ultimate on Wolverine, which hopefully almost got that Kree Reaper down there. Almost. Very, very close. I think we're going to go for the ultimate on the Ravager Stitcher there. I don't know why I went for the Stitcher over the Reaper. I probably should have gone for the Reaper in hindsight. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's always fun watching your gameplay back and seeing all the the plays that you could have made instead, for sure. But anyway, we're going to go in with a standard hit on Ultimus. We want to save, because this is in raid gameplay, so I was thinking about the potential of the next fight as well. Just beating up this dude with Iron Fist. So yeah, we lost our Blue Jean Boy, we've lost Black Panther, but ideally, you know, if we wanted to make that matchup a bit easier, we could have probably switched out champions like Iron Fist and Black Panther for Yondu and Quake, man, because Yondu and Quake are just such good characters. But we'll talk a lot more about them if you subscribe to the channel. We're going to have tons of video guides, ladies and gentlemen. So if you enjoyed this, if you want all the best Marvel Strike Force info, subscribe. Now, to round off this video, I just really want to give a massive shout out to the developers over at Fox on Marvel Strike Force. They have like an incredible team. They're so friendly, so transparent, so open to having kind of conversations about the game. I imagine like Marvel Strike Force in the next few days is just going to absolutely blow up. There's some really, really big stuff going on. And yeah, I just see just an incredible amount of potential for the future. Again, if you haven't been following myself or the channel, I've been playing Marvel Strike Force incredibly hardcore since the very first day it came out. I think I'm currently like top 25 in terms of like overall rosters and power in the game at the moment. And yeah, I really haven't spent too much at all so far. So it's a very, very free-to-play friendly game at the moment in its current state. And all the best characters are super, super easy to get right now. But we're going to have, again, a ton of information, a ton of guides coming out in the next week or so. Because yeah, really I've been saving a lot of the content on this game until global release, because I didn't want to put out a load of stuff that might have been completely irrelevant in an update released at global launch, you know, and have a load of outdated information there. So we're going to be working hard over the next couple of weeks to get out a ton of Marvel Strike Force content, gameplay guides. So ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything that you would like to know about Marvel Strike Force, any questions that you have about the game, any recommendations for guides that you want to see, tutorials, I'm taking note of absolutely everything. I wanted to do so many videos on this game, get out all of the best information and help you guys make the best decisions, rank up the best characters, and give you, you know, the easiest time in a lot of the endgame content there. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today's Marvel Strike Force gameplay video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.